Hi everybody, and I'm sitting here with Mrs. Samantha Glassick, our head of secondary school, and particularly want to chat with you today, Sam, because I know our HSC students have just finished their HSC exams, and I thought it would be a great chance to ask Sam a little bit of a reflection on the HSC and what that looks like here at Covenant. We talk a lot about blending academic rigour and biblical truth in our school, but maybe even as we talk about HSC exams, can you give us a bit of insight into what that experience might look like for a student here at Covenant? What might be the distinctive?
Yeah, it's been great being able to touch base with our students this year and indeed over the years as they embark on an HSC experience here at Covenant. And I think it's wonderful to hear from them the distinctive that we have. And I think that is that we are wholly Christian and yet absolutely committed to academics. And so it has been wonderful to hear from them the way that our staff walk alongside our students. They have marked 1 million essays. They have been there day in, day out, offering feedback, advice, making sure that past papers are available. Meanwhile, they've been teaching them from a Christian perspective all along, and they pray them through their exams, which is wonderful. So equally committed in both areas, and that means that we have students that come out of Covenant who have a sense of who our God is, what it means to live in His world, how they might see the world through His eyes, which is really important, but actually come out with excellent results that mean that they can go on to other places and spaces where they can serve Him. And I think over the last 5 years now, we've had top ATAR of 99 plus, so we're seeing very top results and across the subject areas. Testament to our students' work, but also indeed our teachers' hard work. And it's lovely. And I am so excited that we get to see students who get to experience this kind of education, which I think is actually really unique. It's a really boutique kind of education, actually, where Christ is honoured, but also we work really hard and we use our gifts for Him.
That's wonderful, and look, I think we're hearing your passion and the commitment for that. I think it's really important because we do talk about the fact that all of the curriculum is taught through a biblical lens. So we don't suspend that when we talk about HSC. It's still all the way through, that we still care that our students actually are committed in their own personal relationship to Christ, still actively involved in their own life, involved in their churches, involved in their families. So it's not like everything just stops, and I love that. And thanks also, just a reminder, a huge shout out and thanks to our teachers who just go, well, not just the extra mile, but many miles in both making sure that our students are well prepared academically, but also recognising that they are whole people in that spot too. And that prayer is amazing too.
It is.
Right down to our exam supervisors that pray for our kids too while they're sitting doing exams, which I think is just that amazing, just almost that extra little piece that kind of comes in as well.
So I've always said that we've had the most amazing teachers. They are fully committed and they have a vision for their students too, which I love. We also have a wonderful parent community, and that is very special, and they're very supportive throughout the entire journey. And there's that constant opportunity for interaction to see where students are at. So we know this is the end of one journey as they finish the HSC today. But it's the beginning of another journey for them, and we'll be excited to see where that leads them, and we'll look forward to them checking back in over time.
I just love just hearing the way that whole conversation flows so naturally, and we know that it does from all of our staff as well too. And thanks for that reminder also. One of the things that was a real highlight for me this year was walking into our cafe and watching a whole group of our Year 12 parents all coming together to have coffee. I think a support group to start, but also just praying for our students together. And you think, wow, that's just such an amazing community. So thank you for your ongoing prayer, and for those whose children maybe not even close to the HSC yet, we want to support you obviously at every stage of your journey, but also to recognise that we have a vision right through from prep through to year 12 for all of our children, and for that parent partnership with staff, families and our students themselves too. Do hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we do give a big shout out to all our HSC students who next week will be having their graduation and their formal as well to really finish off that journey too. Thanks so much for your ongoing partnership, and thanks Sam.
No worries, thanks everyone.